we're there for the job interview. I didn't really know it was an interview until like an hour before when she said, I got you an interview, right? So I walk in, he's sitting there, the boss guy's sitting there, and he's already in a meeting, but he stops the meeting and he has us walk in and sit down. He had like a super long, like maybe twice the size of this table, conference table. And he's sitting on the other side of it, you know, we're doing the greetings, small talk, whatever. He's asking us questions like, why do you want to get into real estate, blah, 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 you know, da-da-da. So we answer all his questions. And then at the end of it, he says, okay, it was a Friday. He says, all right, look, tomorrow be here at 5 a.m., right? And, yo, like, not even half a second went by. I was like, okay, see you here at 5. And he turns to his people he was meeting with before we got there.
Yeah.
He said, you see this? This is what I'm talking about. This is what you need right here. He said, don't come in at 5. Come in at 9. It was just a test. You know, he wanted to see if I was serious, you know, if I really wanted to do this. You know, Saturday morning, 5 a.m., he's going to come in or not, you know? This is just like the main, like the one test.
Yeah.
So for the next year and some change, I'm basically this guy's like right hand, you know? Everywhere he goes, all the meetings he does, I'm there. And bro, 62 years old, failing health. He still eats all the shit he's not supposed to eat, okay? And all day long, he's hustling, like slanging mortgages, real estate, doing deals, massive deals too. I didn't find out until after I left the office that he was worth $2.4 billion. So this is what he told me. He said, when I was 10, there was an old man who was pulling a cart full of stuff that was for sale. This is his story to me, right? He said the guy just must have been tired because he stopped right in front of us and he told me, hey, if you give me $10, you can have this whole cart, right? So Clay, which is the name of my former boss, right, the guy I was working for, he looked in the cart, he's looking around, he's like, okay. And he starts going to town and he's telling everybody that there's these items in this cart. Right? And I'm selling it for $40, right? $50, sorry. And he said, and he found somebody who wanted to buy the stuff for $50. So he brought him to the cart, and the guy looked in the cart. He said, all right, yeah, $50. He gave Clay $50. Clay turned around and gave the old man 10. And he said, from that moment on, bro, he was hooked, man. He was hooked. And so he just was buying and flipped his way to America. He's from Ecuador. So he flipped his way to America, got here with his wife. They had 3 kids, and then she died of like some health complications. And she was, I think he was making money being a janitor at the time here in America. But before she died, he got his real estate license. And he said he went crazy. He literally just walked up and down the street. Literally every single person he saw, a baby, a toddler, a child, a teen, a man, an old man, he just gave him the business card. He said, hey, I sell real estate, I sell real estate, I sell real estate. And he said that his first year, he made 47 grand. He made 95 his second year. And then he said this. He said, every year since then, for 17 years, I doubled my income. Every year since then, for 17 years, I doubled my income. And he said I got the tax returns to prove it, right? Wow. And all right, so there's another dude that was kind of my age, Jeff, in the office with me. And me and him were like, we did the math like 1,000 times, right? Because the number that you get to when you double 95 17 times, it's crazy. It's a crazy number. Yeah. It's insane. You know what I mean?
But what does a routine of a $2.4 billion man look like?
Yo, it is an obsessive hunger. He's not doing this for the money. He's doing it because he really loves doing it. He's waking up after sleeping for 2 hours because he fucking loves getting on the horn and closing a deal. You know what I'm saying? It's not the money anymore. You know what I mean? He just really loves that. He could be doing anything else. He's got the bread. He could literally set up everything to run with people in the office just doing all the work, and he could go be on vacation. He could be in Dubai, chilling, you know, buying stuff, islands and whatnot. but he wants to be in the office. He doesn't even want to be at home. He just wants to be at the office, just hustling, just doing deals. And to me, man, that is a remarkable takeaway. One is you got to do what you love. You have to do what you love. You know what I'm saying? And two, you got to be incredibly hungry, like unfathomably hungry. You know that story that E.T. says, when you want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe? You know that story?
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I got out of him. I was like, man, a lot of people think that, these people who are millionaires and billionaires have like these remarkable morals or treat them as if they do. You know what I mean? They don't, A lot of the times these people are putting money above, human life, in many ways. I'm not just saying killing people, but I'm sure there's some billionaires and millionaires that, they're doing that. The money's very big at that game.
Yeah.
So they go to drastic lengths to make it. But, at the end of the day, money does not mean morality, like not even in the slightest. So for me, if you have to choose between making money or going to work and your family, you should always choose your family, which I really try to do as much as possible. As little as my wife thinks I actually do that. I've seen the other side, you know what I mean? And it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And so in my mind, as like the out of bounds line, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't try to put that over my family, you know what I mean?